You wake up and check your Apple iPhone. You drink a cup of Starbucks coffee. You drive a Ford to work. You buy your groceries from Walmart and pay with a Visa credit card. You think you just gave your money to 5 completely different, competing businesses. You didn't. You gave your money to the exact same people. Every single time. Welcome to the greatest illusion ever pulled on the middle class. The illusion of choice. We are taught that the global economy is a massive, competitive free market, where millions of companies fight desperately for your dollar, where the best product wins. But that is a lie. Behind the bright logos, the clever branding, and the fake corporate rivalries, almost everything you consume, watch, and use is owned by the exact same megacorporations. And at the very top of this massive pyramid sit just 3 firms. Firms so unimaginably powerful, they don't just control the market. They are the market. In this video, we expose the invisible monopoly that secretly owns the world, and why they want you to stay completely blind to it. Walk down any supermarket aisle. You see dozens of different soda brands. Coke, Sprite, Fanta, Mountain Dew. You see hundreds of snacks, shampoos, and cereals. It looks like endless variety. Freedom of choice. But trace the money up the ladder, and the branches merge into a single trunk. A handful of giant parent companies own almost every brand on those shelves. But the rabbit hole goes much deeper. Who owns the parent companies? If you look at the major shareholders of Coca-Cola, you will see familiar names. If you look at PepsiCo, their biggest, most bitter rival, you will see the exact same names. Apple and Microsoft. Ford and General Motors. Visa and MasterCard. Home Depot and Lowe's. They spend billions on marketing to convince you they are fierce competitors. But their top investors are exactly the same. It is a rigged game. No matter which side you choose, the same people win. Meet the big 3. BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. These are institutional asset managers. You probably don't use their products directly, but they own the products you use. Combined, they manage over $20 trillion. That is more wealth than the GDP of almost every country on Earth. If they were a nation, they would be an unstoppable global empire. They don't need to build a business to control an industry. They just buy the companies that already control it. They are the largest shareholders in the biggest tech companies, the biggest banks, the biggest pharmaceutical companies, the biggest agricultural firms, even the defense contractors that build weapons. And BlackRock has a secret weapon. A supercomputer system known as Aladdin. Aladdin monitors the global economy in real time. It manages risk for trillions of dollars. It directs the flow of money across the entire planet. An artificial intelligence network quietly pulling the strings of the global market. While you worry about your monthly budget, a single computer system is deciding the fate of entire nations. But why don't you hear about this on the news? Why isn't this the biggest story in the world? Because they own the news, too. The big 3 are the top shareholders in Time Warner, Comcast, Disney, and News Corporation. The networks that are supposed to report the truth are owned by the exact same firms that own the banks. When the media networks reporting the news share the same institutional backers as the pharmaceutical giants, the truth becomes a heavily filtered, highly profitable product. This is not a free market. It is a controlled ecosystem. A financial matrix designed to extract wealth from the bottom and funnel it straight to the top. And this monopoly is squeezing the middle class tighter than ever before. When airlines don't actually have to compete because they share the same mega owners, ticket prices quietly go up. When tech giants share the same institutional backers, innovation slows down, and subscription fees rise. Remember those massive Wall Street firms buying up single-family homes to force you into a permanent rent trap? They are backed by the exact same money. The system is closing in from all sides. They own the land you live on. They own the food you eat. They own the screens you stare at. The global elite have built a financial monopoly so massive, most people can't even see it. It is the ultimate invisible cage. But seeing the cage is the first step to breaking free. You cannot defeat a $20 trillion monopoly by fighting them directly. You defeat them by starving them. By opting out. Stop blindly giving your money to megacorporations just because it is convenient. Cancel the subscriptions that feed the machine. Support local businesses in your community. Buy from independent creators. Invest in decentralized assets that Wall Street cannot easily manipulate. Grow your own wealth outside their controlled ecosystem. And most importantly, wake up and understand where your money actually goes. Because every single dollar you spend is a vote. Every time you swipe that card, you are making a choice. You are either voting for your own independence, or you are voting to fund the very monopoly that is trapping you. The illusion is breaking. The choice is still yours. But time is running out.